I found a way to make more money than 99% of barbers. You see, the average barber makes about $50K a year, but my client Henry Hong was able to scale his barber business to $20K a month, charging $275 just for a simple haircut. And that's because he followed a 3-step strategy to make a ton of cash that literally only 1% of barbers know. And it's so powerful that once you understand it, you'll go from charging 30 to 40 bucks a haircut all the way up to 200 plus in your location. Just like Joel did, who went from making 6K a month to over 28K per month in just 8 months. So the next 10 minutes, I'll show you the exact strategy on how to make multiple 6 figures from just cutting hair and free you from those low paying clients so you never have to stress about your finances ever again. And all without having a genius IQ, years of experience, or even a big personal brand. Yet. Let's dive into the complacency cycle. When you start making some decent money, let's say you're making 4 to 10K a month and you're feeling pretty good about yourself. It's so easy to just kind of fall in the trap of just coasting along and not really pushing your business forward. It kind of feels like you're stuck on this never-ending hamster cycle and literally you're just kind of going through the motions day after day. And before you know it, that fire inside you, that driving force that keeps you pushing for something bigger just fades away. And the truth is, getting caught in that complacency cycle can even be more dangerous for your business than just the struggle of starting out. And yes, getting your business off the ground, look, it's hard as hell too. Literally going from 0 to 4K a month, it's tough. There's no way around it. But once you kind of get things going and you start hitting like those comfortable income levels, that's when you might start losing that drive that got you this far. And that's the exact moment when growth starts to stagnate. Here's the thing. If you really want to hit those 20K per month levels, you have to stay hungry, even when things are going smoothly. And here's the key. When the business is going well, that's when you push down harder. You need all of that momentum, all that focus, just to reach that exit velocity to hit that next level. And here's a good mental reframe. Do you ever think that guys like Chris Basio or even Vic Blends ever stopped and thought to themselves hey, I'm good, this is enough? Absolutely not. Because the moment you become complacent, that very second that you start settling, that's when your business just starts to suffer and crumble beneath you. And in this industry, if you're not growing your business is dying. Avoiding complacency isn't just about working harder or just staying busy day after day. It's something much deeper, something that goes down to the core of who you are. What do you want out of this life? And when you tap into that powerful force, it can completely transform your business and your life in ways that you never thought possible. And that something is so strong, almost like an innate distaste for your current situation, how you live on a day-to-day basis. But the thought is a trap. If you start looking at the gap between where you are and where you want to be, it seems like this huge impossible bridge to jump. And that's when the self-doubt starts creeping in. And that's when you start thinking, maybe I could just settle. But if you want to be 1%, the top 1% in any industry, you can't settle at any level. And the reason why you see some of these top barbers push themselves to become the best is because they were once in your shoes, clocking in at 8 a.m., cutting for 12 to 14 hours, standing on their feet, back hurts, shoulder pain, and then just getting in their car, heading home, and rinsing, repeating day after day. That is until they reach that breaking point where they just mentally check out and say, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to move on to something else. And look, this is me speaking from experience as well too. Money as a motivator just will not cut it. You have to surround yourself with people who are on that same grind, that same mentality as you, who have that same hunger, that same look in their eyes that you do. And you really want to feed off this energy. Let it inspire you to keep on going even when you don't feel like it. Because look, you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most amount of time with. If your friends are all content and complacent with where they're at in life, you're going to be complacent with where you are as well too. But if your closest 5 friends are obsessed with becoming the best barbers, they're always looking to grow their business, increase their prices, push their social media forward, you're all going to succeed eventually. At this point, you got your goals, you got your why, you're all fired up now. But there's a crucial piece of the puzzle that most barbers overlook. And it's really holding them back from achieving that type of success that they can only dream about. It's a trap that's easy to fall into, but once you learn to really recognize and break free from it, possibilities are endless. Now, there's tons of misconceptions about what's really possible for pricing and income level as barbers. Like they're just stuck charging 30 bucks a cut because of whether it be their location or their clientele. They don't think their clients will pay that much. And the worst part is these limiting beliefs are usually reinforced by other barbers stuck in that same mindset. They'll say stuff like, nah, man, you can't charge 50 bucks here. Or something along like, bro, this isn't a big city. You can't make 10K a month. Let's be realistic. And so many barbers just accept that as reality. Like it's just some unbreakable truth. But here's the thing, and excuse my French, but it's all bullshit. The reality is, with the right systems and process in place, barbers can charge premium prices anywhere from $100 to $200 a cut and scale their income to 10, 15, 20K a month. And it doesn't really matter where you're located at or if you cut celebrities or CEOs or lawyers and all this stuff, because business is all about the value you provide to your clients and if you can market those services at a high enough level. The only difference between those who are charging premium prices and those who are stuck charging $30 a cut is almost always never a really big difference in skill, because I've seen a barber who charges $30 cut way better than a barber who charges $100, $200 a cut. Think about it. Once you start seeing a barber in your town charging, bigger prices, and they start actually having success with that, your mind starts opening up to the possibilities of, I could probably do this. Now, this does take a lot of mental work to kind of like reprogram your brain to accept that new reality and even believe in it before someone else has done it before you. But if you're willing to put in the work, if you're ready to shatter those limitations and really create a new reality for yourself, the sky's just the limit, because at that moment, hitting your first 10K a month will feel effortless. And that pathway to make 20K per month is right there, laid out right in front of you. And the only thing that's holding you back is your own limiting beliefs. But the good news is, you can alter your mind, but you have to be willing to do the work. Embrace changing into that new reality. My next point is going to be something that most barbers talk about, yet get completely wrong. Most barbers that I talk to, whether it be on the DMs or on a call, say they, track their metrics. They either tell me about, how many cuts they did, like, oh, dude, I did like 30 cuts today. Or like, dude, I'm booked out for the next 2 weeks. Business is booming. But the problem with tracking those numbers, well, they are good, is they don't really lead to profit and scalability. Because look, you can only cut so many heads in a day. I really want you to focus on this. More haircuts does not equal more profit. It just means more work for you. Now, the reason we want to track metrics is because we want to improve the business, or even just identify the areas that need to be improved. If you track something and your behavior doesn't change or your business doesn't grow because of it, I hate to say it, but you might just be wasting your time and energy focusing on the wrong thing. The reality is you got to focus on business metrics that actually matter, that push the business forward. For example, look at your average ticket price. How much are you actually charging per cut? What are your profits per cut? How much money are you actually saving into your pocket after all of your expenses? But do you actually know the hard metrics on what it is to go up on your price point? Can you increase your prices by $5, $10, $50? And if you do it, what's going to happen? Are you going to break the business? Are your clients going to go away? Or is your business going to succeed? What about the marketing? These are the things that really matter in business. It kind of gives you like this clear eyesight on exactly where you need to go. You can start making informed decisions on pricing, marketing, how you're going to get to 20K a month. What are those exact steps? It becomes less of a guessing game and more of a proven strategy at that point in time, because you want to run your business like any other big business. Like think Apple, think Google. Do they just kind of go up and emotionally make decisions on their pricing or their products? Absolutely not. You want to work smarter and build systems and processes that allow you to be efficient and effective with your time and resources. And when you start focusing on those key inputs, something amazing happens. You start scaling your business without burning yourself out or sacrificing, personal time or family time. And your overall quality of life is just better. That's when you start working on the business versus in the business. You're not just grinding away for every dollar that you make. You're making smart and strategic moves that will allow you to work less and make more. And that is exactly how you can make more money than 99% of barbers in 2024. But there's something I didn't tell you at the start of the video. All this mindset advice I just gave you is completely useless if you don't have the practical knowledge on how to market yourself on social media to get those new clients into your business. So click on this video here to learn how to actually grow your barber business in 2024. And I'll see you on the next one.